I don't know. Yeah, I'll figure it out as we go along.
Humans, you will look. It's a simple game. You'll get used to it. Hi everyone, welcome to Monster Prom. So, well, Andrea had this idea, and Andrea's here, by the way.
Hi.
As is Duncan.
No, they actually talked about this, and then they did it without me. What jerks!
I know, right? No, the whole idea was that we were. What was it? It was way back when we were actually played another run of Monster Camp, which was like what, 2 months ago now.
Yeah, we back the last time on Tuesday when we played Monster Camp.
Oh yeah, it was Tuesday too.
I was on a Monster Prom kick, and I got it for the Switch, and I was like, we need to play regular Monster Prom again, because I realized that I find, at least in a multiplayer experience, I find Monster Prom more enjoyable. And the way I described it to Duncan was, it was like a really sugary lemonade next to a light version of that lemonade. They're both good, but one of them's a lot lighter and easier to drink, and you feel better about it.
Fair dues. And so while we're waiting for Monster Road Trip to come out, and there is the demo, and I've been tempted of playing the demo on stream, but for two things. One, we kind of want to end up being on the same experience, and two, it's a demo, so you know it's going to be short. There is a chance that we could just one day maybe do a pre-record of it. Who knows? But I'm not making promises. So that's how that goes. So anyway, yeah, Dee's got their green face going. I guess we're all ready up as well. So for anyone, if anyone comes in and sees this and wants to know what the hell Monster Prom is, it's a dating sim. No, don't leave. Don't leave.
Yeah,
I'm not here to tolerate your prejudices against dating sims, Ryan.
It's not my prejudice. It's not my. Well, to be fair, this is the one dating sim I played because of the feature that we're trying to explain. It's a multiplayer dating sim. Competitive would probably be the best way to describe it.
I mean, guess you're not wrong, but also that's one of the funniest words I've heard.
But competitive.
Yeah.
Co-optional is another one. But that's been taken. No, well, Monster Road Trip is definitely cooperative, or maybe competitive, because you all do have. We can go full. We're not going to be doing all the reading, are we? So we generally try and listen a little bit.
When do we, have a break?
Are we gonna read the introduction this time or no?
We can do the introduction and then we'll just get into it as we go on there. No, sorry, you go for it.
Don't worry, I'll turn on my microphone off. You guys got this.
Spooky high school. Shut up! Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always living to live life to the fullest. We are on a wild journey to discover who we really were.
And here we go. So we're all going to get a choice. And we have
our canon. Yeah. Our canon of these 4 monsters being stuck in an infinite time loop where they relive prom and camp over and over again.
Yep.
Release them.
They never leave.
Yay!
So play 2.
Ryan, I believe.
Is it?
I believe
it is not me. What's this? Well, hold on. What's going on with my game? Nope, who's hovering there? That's not.
Who's doing it?
Yeah, who's doing that?
Is that Duncan?
I believe it is. Oh yeah, what did he call it? Oh yeah, it was green backwards, wasn't it?
Backwards.
Yeah, nerd.
In all caps.
Yeah, that was it. Nerd. Okay.
Yeah.
And then player 3. That's D then. Oh, I'm last, apparently.
D, you're gonna be yellow.
Oh shit. Can I go back?
Press the escape key. There you go.
Must be this guy.
And so name your yellow whoever you want to name them. Just remember that when we were playing with Steph, he was called Nil.
Yep.
It's all up to you.
Well, it's thingy here is Oz.
Yeah, his normal name is Oz. His colour is yellow, which you can also choose. But you can also choose any other name. You can make them whoever you want. Vero.
Yeah, could do actually.
Alright. Fair enough. Hero.
I can do this.
Which then leads me... Amira. No, no.
Not a bad name. Higgledy Piggledy.
Higgledy Pig.
With 2 G's.
2 G's. Both names.
And we get to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Dun, dun, dun. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasize... Hey! This is normal. This isn't the DLC.
There's no second term. Sorry.
Aww. As we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal.
Yep.
Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete. Someone bonking! Who's bonking?
Duncan's collapsed under the fort of Damien.
I was trying to make a joke about like Damien's going Super Saiyan 2.
Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with his stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, perhaps? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Yeah.
I'm old and terrified. So what is?
Hey, welcome to Teen Wolf Magazine.
You can't say that when you're like the second youngest person in the room.
There's only
Okay.
4 of us.
Yeah?
Old. I'm old.
You're
Yes,
in the
I get
lower
it.
half, I think. I don't know how old he is, though.
I
33.
am.
Oh, damn.
What, me? 34. Even worse.
Oh, shit.
35 in September.
It's quiz time, boys!
Yeah. So I am Scott Howell at the moment, I guess, with my beard. I'm just not an
A
athlete.
woo.
Um, honestly,
Hey, woo? I said a woo. like with a wolf.
Well, to be fair, it's more ooh woo.
Controversial take. Out of the 6 core love interests, Scott is one of, if not the best one.
Oh
Let's
dear
see.
God! So just so you're aware on this, you get given a pop quiz, and there are 3 different answers. There are different answers. Each one provides either different starting stats or lead you towards who you need to be dating.
Stats.
Okay.
Okay. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on 2 cool guys walking away from rad explosions. And they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions. Their effect on life and love. But it's super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions.
Okay.
That was a lot. That was... my lungs hurt.
Yeah, that's why you don't get the. That's why we don't always read it all the way.
You volunteered.
I did! Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl. Maybe she's always stating she's a mess. And 2
Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
and 2 of the super hot superheroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both. Instant hit. Or
Vampire pirates. Vampires?
the most influential Russian novelists of the
19th century.
Yes, that's what that is.
No,
the 19th
yeah.
century have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript of the brothers or just
Karamazov.
they gotta deliver it today.
Dostoyevsky. Wow. Note that this is going to go straight to DVD as well, by the way, as the picture says on the end. Hold on, that picture as well is definitely 4 wildly different men and a baby.
Yep. It's them, the most influential Russian novelists of the 19th century.
I know which one I want. But
So which one of those is Dostoevsky?
I like the top one.
The one on the baby.
All right.
Who are you gonna woo, Duncan? 'Cause I know you're a fan of Vera.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can even. Let's do this one. That's fine.
Okay, D.
I like that one. No one chose the Russian century. I don't think.
I'm fine, I'll choose it. So fun, really fun. Hey honey,
Yeah,
there's
because I
something
had a
you need to
wicked
know.
party.
If you can put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do?
You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to the unseen dose of radiation over the course of several years.
They are old-fashioned. Or
I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realized that all this time, their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic.
and then finally,
The curse have always made obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in graphic detail.
Ooh.
There you go. It'd be like the.
So yeah, I love the celery
vowel
diet.
The vowel diet. You only eat foods that begin with a vowel.
Apple.
Eggs and Oreos. And tonight I'm having asparagus and Oreos.
Opioids.
And
It's like, wow, I've been on that diet for years. I don't even know what asparagus is. I even cut out all the eggs. It's
Oh
not an
dear.
original joke. Stole it.
Oh,
It's a red
okay.
versus blue joke.
yeah. Okay. Just thinking of which one to choose.
Check this out.
You're stealing an answer.
No, I'm stealing $5 from Jeff Bezos.
CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964.
It's going to appear anytime.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh look, and it's you.
What?
It's Duncan on screen.
Again, that happened last time.
I don't understand what just happened.
It's a.
You're probably not watching the stream, I
Yeah.
bet. All right.
Your brother was
see.
dancing
First
to
I-
celebrate his own subscription.
How?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
I guess you're kind of worried. Panther. Bold and fun so far. Okay, if you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be?
Hold on, I gotta mute the Twitch stream because you guys cried about me not watching it.
Fair enough.
The tequila and Coke, winky face. Rainbows and gut.
Gummy
Gummy
bears.
Success. Double creme de la gruyere. And meringues. Meat.
Oh,
Spicy chocolate,
Having
no
a rough
chocolate
day.
or fire.
She's eating spicy chocolate.
ah, yes, of course. Still telling you, chocolate ice cream infused with 7 spice flakes. So nice. So nice. Spicy chocolate. Okay, Damien it is. How did I ever know that?
I didn't even see who I got.
Could it have been something to do with fire?
I could be wrong. I feel like every time we play a Monster Prom or a Monster Prom adjacent game, someone is romancing Damien at all times.
Yes.
Hey man, Damien is a good one to pick because he's like the easiest. Because like, all you got to do is like everything that is fire and angry and badass. It's just this easiest.
Counter.
So
Counter.
before
I've set myself up on the easiest road to success because Scott doesn't care about my stats. So if I open a box and fuck up, he'll still accept me.
So just to confirm on this, you chose already, by the way. Each
Sorry.
area that you go to, D, will give you a stat, and then
Okay.
you'll have an event afterwards. So you'll find
You're-
out after your first event.
Whoever you're
generally
trying
who
to go
gonna be
after, they will want you to have your stats at a certain level.
He's got
Yes.
a pretty good. He's got a pretty good stat pool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but
dating. We cannot
stats are
see them.
these stats are like
Tab,
pretty.
hold
all
tab.
around.
Sorry, there you go. So I can see this on the stream now. In fact, you know what I should do? I should probably throw myself over the other side because My big head's getting in the way of my own stats, so 1 second.
Yeah, Big Ed.
Yeah.
Duncan is so smart. He is so ready to charm his way.
So
into
is
everything.
mine's the yellow and orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're. It's from top to bottom. It's me, Duncan, you, then Ryan.
Right, so 6, 7,
Just
5,
put
6,
myself
4,
there,
5.
there we go.
That's not bad.
And then I can bring it
Pretty
back on
well,
the
haven't we?
screen for everyone. And
See,
if you
Duncan's
then...
got, like piss boldness, but I don't think he really needs it.
Yeah, I don't think
also just
Veronis needs
move
boldness. She likes
that
smart
there as
people that
well.
are rich.
And are charming.
Oh shit. Charm? Alright.
I remember things.
Shram.
Then
I say I remember things. I don't actually know what stats Damien likes. I know he likes boldness, because, like, duh.
I assume it's like boldness and fun or something like that. You know?
I was thinking boldness and charm, but that's just me.
Yeah, maybe. So, yeah, so when you go through an event, there'll be just like a normal bit of how you'll gain your stats. I believe if you hold like your tab button when you're on the map, it will tell you what place will give you what stat.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm looking up the stat requirements so I know what everybody needs.
Okay. Because this will generally be the thing. Andrea can find out what we need, but the thing on this is that one person can only go to one place
Per day.
on a turn. So
Oh.
people can get blocked out on stuff. You know, if two of yous need the place for smarts, tough luck. The first one to choose it gets it. But that's why we have the turn order, and we'll explain that a little bit later when we get there as well.
Okay, so I looked it up. Damien is bold and fun, so Ryan was correct, and I'm a loser.
Well, you're not a loser,
Scott,
but you know.
Scott needs nothing. I need to worry about nothing. Vera, as discussed, needs smarts, charm, and money.
Mm-hmm.
She has
And
the harshest requirements.
Yeah, and Miranda D, that's who you've set yourself up for, just needs charm and cash. Cash money.
So there you go.
Okay.
That was really loud.
Ka-chunk.
Also, my bad.
Yeah, Andrea.
So I need charm and money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott Miranda said argument thing. Sweet mediations. I'm on my way.
So I think on this we can probably do what we did, which was like basically we'll speak the narrator, who's the grey guy with the hat that says narrator. But then generally we'll just go through on important stuff on this and the options when they arrive. And then we can just talk as we go. I still love the fact that Scott does look like he spends most of his time staring in the middle distance.
Spacing out. He's a space kick.
Oh.
Huh?
So yeah, something about thinking hard. What mascot should we use for our team?
I am a hard thinker, winky face.
Winky face. Right, so your options. Easy. We'll just genetically engineer a cross between every kind of monster at the school. Head of a werewolf, tail of a mermaid, hair of a Medusa, angst of a vampire. We'll call it Abe the Abomination. Or just find a regular human, dress him up in a business suit, and make him the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Corporate greed. That's the real monster. And the idea behind it is that each of these options require
A
certain...
stat.
Yeah.
And for
it's
the
basically-
most
yeah,
part,
It's basically checking for like one of your stats. It'd be like you want to pick the one that is like so you were most likely to.
because for the most part, the number doesn't matter as long as it's the higher value stat. So let's say theoretically this is a creativity versus a smart check, because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I would want to choose smart because I'm smart and very not creative. Sometimes your stats can just be garbo, so you'll fail no matter what, but it just happens. What?
Ooh.
That was the creative answer. What?
No.
Scott, I'm sorry.
Are we
I'm
regular
sorry.
people? Fake
Oh,
monsters?
God.
Vegetables?
Oh God!
Fiction?
You've made him sentient.
He's
Your
self-aware.
answer was so bad. He's trying to escape the game to get at you.
Cookie? Have we found Cookie? Escape the simulation.
Oh, he loves me though.
Breaking Scott's definitely not cool.
Oh, right, because I forgot how the first choice works. That's right. Because your first choice sets you up on a romance path. So it doesn't matter if you pass the check or not, because you'll just get affection with somebody no matter what. Where are you
Sports is
going,
charm,
Kane?
right?
Yeah.
Sports is no. Hold on. Yeah, sports all charm. Yeah. Gym.
I like sports. I need some shram. I'm a little bit lacking in the shram.
That day,
I also have a
epic
brand new
talk
mouse and keyboard.
takes place.
Oh my god.
Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit.
This character did that?
Wow.
Leading to a spectacular comeback! You're clearly a natural-born leader.
I don't believe any of these statements.
What's
Yeah,
your
to
charm?
charm.
You gain
You
Chu
believe that
Karan.
one? You notice Farrah showing off an elaborate new necklace to Miranda. Everyone's hanging out with Miranda today.
It's the Miranda show. I'm just gonna go and quickly grab a drink while you keep going.
Is Miranda the mermaid then? Or was it Medusa?
No, Miranda's
No,
the
Vera's the Medusa or the Gorgon.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, take a note. Oh, my head's in the way now of the bleeding.
How
Um,
dare you?
My head's in the way of like the derpy-looking snake. There he is.
I would argue that even the snakes on Bear's proper portrait are pretty derpy.
Yeah, I mean, fair, but still. Okay.
What is the best
Settle
way to
this-
let people know how powerful you are?
Well, your choices: buy their houses, burn them
Just
down,
burn
and
them.
replace them with a water park. Or
anyone, just make everyone who doesn't let you disappear. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like, I know this is supposed to be a stat check, but this almost seems
that's
like
a
almost
Damien
like a,
check.
it seems like a lunch table like affection check. It's like, wow, it's like water
That's-
versus just making people
that's-
disappear.
That's how the first question works. It helps you sort out where you're supposed to go.
Well, I mean, obviously, make everyone who doesn't love you disappear.
So smart.
So
This
very
is Daddy's
And I
strategy.
think you might have accidentally started hitting on a fish.
Well, you know.
Well,
Listen, if I need smarts to date the fish,
you don't, but it's also like water parks are lucrative.
sure.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Which,
you
by
can
the way,
fix it at the lunch
soundtrack.
table.
Can love it.
Oh yeah, no, it's rock.
Oh, and we are so getting content ID'd on this, but you know what? I don't care.
No,
Two
no
charm,
fish,
one
please.
And yet another reason to never visit
You could,
Miranda's
still
Kingdom.
you could still break away from the fish. At lunchtime, just go hit on the snakes.
Okay,
Right,
so D, so where are you looking
if
at?
you want to make money,
Hold tab.
The library is the place to be.
Okay. Oh yeah, the dramatization.
Oh no, we can't mine bitcoins. That's illegal now.
It's NFTs that are the problem.
It's
This is
supposed to have
supposed
something
to-
to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works.
Ain't that
Well, that-
fucking true?
Anyway,
Well, that's a comment that fucking, you
Game
know.
bitcoins was equal to
$2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money.
There you go.
After all that, you decide to look for a spot outside the school where you can get some good sunbathing. But you fail to focus on your sunbathing since you see Scott and Miranda deep in conversation.
It's
Okay.
a sports game thing, Miranda. I think I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy, honest. Air people? This is basically mer people, air people. Where are the humans in this?
Not.
Fair enough. Guacamole.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Disgusting!
They wear socks with sandals.
You don't wear socks with sandals. You don't wear socks with
No.
sandals.
Socks with sandals. Who would do such a thing?
And fanny packs!
See, it's funny because Duncan wears socks and sandals.
You know, you do you.
It's really weird that they wouldn't sway the air people.
The real monsters are the
You
ones
can
that want
suck
so
it
much
up.
dirt in your feet.
Scott and Miranda probably have different takes on what the best strategy would be, so think hard about what you pitch.
And your options. Reach a truce! Use your great cheerleading skills to put an end to this feud. Or, wipe them out! make the Air Kingdom the Mer Kingdom by flooding the entire sky.
May I suggest murder?
That's what I was thinking.
Wait, excuse me? That was a creative response. Okay.
Flood the sky? Well, I mean...
Bow to Miranda Vanderbilt.
Bring the Mer Kingdom to their kingdom.
Make them drown.
That's a cool adage, Miranda. Also, what's an adage?
Let's start Operation Flood the entire sky.
Glories to
A
the
bucket
Mer
of
people.
water. They...
They both start throwing water into the sky, which naturally falls to the ground, forming a small puddle.
Oh man, these people were made for each other.
Oh god.
They're
Dude, I love-
stupid friends.
I'm a
If this,
glass
was a,
half
if
full
this was a
guy.
TV show, I would look forward to all like the B plus that are just about these two people doing whatever.
Yeah, honestly, correct.
Can we get a Monster Prom TV series, please?
I would get it.
I get 2 creativity and 1
Somehow I
bonus.
imagine it being animated the exact same way as Epithet Erase.
Good.
Okay, so that's
Alright.
basically what have I got here? Boldness.
Work on your bold.
Yeah, so that's red, isn't it? That one. The bathrooms. Seems right.
I think you
Yeah.
skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness.
That's alright, I've got plenty of shits to not give.
Hmm.
Alright, here we go.
You notice Liam and Damien talking to each other. Maybe you're a little jealous, so you decide to join them.
What are these two talking?
Oh, there is a whole entire subplot of these two going over to Europe because of a shit statue.
Oh god, don't remind me of the shit statue. That completely hijacked my attempts to woo Scott last time because we didn't talk to each other.
If I murder a dude, I'm just a killer, but if one of them murders one of us, they're a slayer. Hey, somebody told me the killers is fine, thank you very much. Though I guess I'll have to disagree for the sake of, wanting to woo Damien. Well.
Liam seems to be drawing a blank, but you're not. Your idea is simple yet effective.
Okay. Well, murder all the slayers.
Do it!
Or a massive PR campaign letting people know that every cool person in history was either a vampire or a demon.
I'm gonna say the top one's for Damien.
these go left to right, top to bottom, right? So
That's
got to be the Damien.
the massive
Do
PR.
it, you coward!
So bold.
Worst
So
case, you
bold.
save yourself at the lunch table.
Oh. Instead of murdering all the slayers, we murder. Hey, Damien.
Fucking Damien.
So mainstream.
Yeah. Actually, make it the most original plan of all.
How ironic.
Oh my
God.
god.
Damien explains his revolutionary new plan in detail. It just sounds like regular killing to you, but Liam's eating it up. You gain +2 creativity. You also get boldness.
What did you get?
No?
Plus two what?
Creativity.
What's your places?
Places. Right. Okay. So.
Player orders decide based on your ability to mimic the noise a giraffe makes.
What? Well, Andrea, you start.
Hold on.
I have no idea what I dropped, mate.
Do I? Which is why I'm going to go for it in a minute, Duncan.
Giraffe. That's the sound they make in Super Auto Pets.
Giraffe, giraffe, giraffe. D?
That's just a goat.
Yep.
Long
But
goat.
to be fair, I don't know the noise of the giraffe. I just know that they've got a ridiculously long tongue. So
Alright,
just
make
like,
a giraffe
so-
noise.
so just.
I want to vote Ryan to go last.
Oh, wow. Wow. All the hate.
Wow.
All the
That
hate.
sound deeply offended me.
Oh, that's nice. Deeply offended you. What about the other two?
I have neutral feelings towards it.
D?
Meh.
Fine, I'll go last.
Now, I would like to petition Duncan goes first.
Just because he was able to say the word giraffe.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm for it.
Hey, it's
Go on.
accurate to at least one video game that exists. So
Okay.
Okay, so between Long Goat and... what do we want to go with for a second?
I'd go with
the
goat.
sound that Andrew made sounds less like the sound a giraffe would make, and more like the sound someone would make falling off of a giraffe.
So I'd vote for D second.
Alright.
There
Okay.
you go. Perfect.
Well, Duncan, you got first dibs, which means you can
Yay.
redeem yourself with your steak wife.
Nick.
Take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them.
I mean, I look at
Oh,
that
hell
sweater
yeah.
and yeah, that screams cool.
I am a fucking nexus of cool.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The mainstream meat production industry, as opposed to, you know.
Oh god. He's a vegan. Get him.
No, he just
I
doesn't.
love
He
that
just
she
doesn't eat the
loves it.
popular meats. Free range.
Ethically sourced organic free range and human. Oh my god, he's a Twilight character.
No, Twilight characters don't eat human.
Get the fuck out of here, Arpats.
Yeah,
Out
it's
of
all
control,
ethically
it's
sourced.
not responsible to do.
To have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. Okay. I mean, to be fair, that's quite a lot of hate for, you know, everything. I mean, personal feuds? There are not enough
She makes it very personal. It's like this dog peed on my sign.
You must die.
On my mailbox.
Well,
Uh-huh.
fair enough.
Rip.
Oh, she's trying to get in with the whole
Damn.
mainstream hipster idea.
Mm.
You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out.
Okay.
I don't want to help Liam.
Oh, they are some
I wanna
wordy
help
options.
Snick.
The
Oh,
animals
boy.
the animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their whole afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Or, Liam, the
Okay.
animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, Duncan. Off you go.
Wow, okay. So, yes. Of course. I knew she would love that answer. It's like, the only thing that someone who thrives on cruelty and eating things is someone who can eat something twice.
Hell is it with Vin?
Animals.
Yeah. Get on. I guess I'm now the.
Hey.
I should go for the fact that I'm the option
Those-
person.
Yeah.
The snakes are hungry. Okay. They can't be that cute just naturally. It takes upkeep.
Cumulative upkeep. Yeah, I went there with a Magic the Gathering reference. What are you going to do about it?
Block you.
Alright, fair
Wow.
enough.
Y'all, maybe you don't know. You've never eaten a soul before. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval.
Yay.
All right.
D!
I bet it tastes like a marshmallow.
Who am I
Right,
meant
so
to be?
so you are meant to be aiming for Miranda.
Miranda. She's at the
So-
bottom right.
Just to confirm on this, Coach, is he the rumor spreader in this one, or is it the cat?
Coach gives you stats. The cat is the store.
Ah, right. Okay.
Am I after the mer person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Merson, if you will.
Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request.
Mm.
What is there to comprehend? It's really simple, Miranda. Take my cell phone, snap a pic of me,
Oh,
my
dear
face,
God.
planting my food with my eyes closed and tongue
He
out.
doesn't. No. You
Oh. Wherefore?
Why is
Right here, Miranda.
Why is Polly wanting to just try and go viral off?
You're about to point out that
Right,
wherefore means
well,
why, but
why?
luckily Polly elaborates on her own, so you don't have to look like a fucking know-it-all.
It's a new meme, Miranda. Let's planking or dabbling. It's called food poisoning. And it's dope as fuck.
Does anyone
Don't
want
you have a cool trends in your kingdom?
No one want to intervene on them, tell them that food poisoning has been around for fucking centuries?
It wasn't a meme.
Yes, we do. Oh, what we have to train called Revere Your Ruler. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for your royal family. And good to get if you like social media. It's also next executed.
Not executed.
Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you need some pretty cool trends, don't you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Don't you?
Okay,
Oh, shit.
options.
Like
I
that
surely
time?
do.
It's entitled Silverware.
Silverware, and it's
Silverware
where you
wear.
take your most expensive cutlery and dress it in very fancy tiny outfits. Or, yep, it's called dyeing.
Kind of like that one.
Well, you chose the right one.
Just like the sender before. Beautiful silverware fancy dresses, two of my biggest passions. Your trend sounds like an invention for me.
It may have been by you on the spot, but there's no need to go into that.
What's your favorite meme?
What is my favorite meme?
Oh my
Spike
God.
salad fork in the velvet evening gown. Tea horse knives and a frilly skirt. Teaspoons and tea dresses. Trend is no words.
Hey. Exquisite chopsticks.
I shall bring clothes and which to dress them.
Yeah, totally.
I know.
That sounds amazing. Guess it's time to go and find some exquisite chopsticks.
Question mark.
Go.
Oh, what up? It's your girl, Stealing Ryan C. You sit down to enjoy a nice normal meal at the Spooky High Cafeteria, as usual. Well, JK, something fucked up is always going on here, and today is no different. Hi.
Oh
I said
no.
that.
Okay.
Their imaginary friend roars and the whole cafeteria shakes.
Pardon, fuck?
believe you have some smarts.
We totally forgot our plan.
Guys.
Oh, we
Shut
didn't.
up.
Shut up.
No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild
Okay,
beast.
here we go. The Wild Beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock. Go team! Or,
Wait, isn't he movable?
it's obvious
Yep.
you brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef champion, so you can split the big Monster Chef cash prize.
Yay, sports!
I'm sure that's
So-
exactly what his thought process is.
We've
This is
talked about this mascot situation already. We don't have one.
Hold on, so this would just be this imaginary monster under the table with a torn jersey.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it sounds legit. Is that the whole name of the team? Rah, rah, wild beast, eat the other team and make a feast and try not to get an infection from yeast.
Gross.
Damien likes it.
Thank you, Tons. The wild beast was one. If you ask me, I owe you one.
If you were to nitpick, you could point out that tons and 1/fun don't actually rhyme. But why would you nitpick such an adorable and genuine display of affection from Darling Scott?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Killed puppies.
Okay. So, do I go for stats?
Batteries. Wait, everybody has to go to the store at least once, right? That's the rule.
Is that the
Do I
rule?
just
You
get
know
it? Do I get
why?
it out of the way? Do I get it out of the way now?
I'd say just get it out of the way now.
Show me that money.
Apparently
Buy
you've
some
just been
shit.
told to go to the store.
Well, I guess what I'll be told to do next.
There he is.
Buy the
Go
box.
get it.
Buy the box. The gift that keeps on giving.
What do we got?
Open it up.
Aw.
That's
I
kinda
know the
cute.
composition is not that great and the colour palette lacks depth, but fuck you, it's a gift. Okay, so that's an event item then.
Uh-oh. Well, hopefully that doesn't completely fuck up
Fuck
your
me
wheels
up.
or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, everybody choose
chooses
something cool. So we start normal order. Andrea,
A sun with sunglasses.
Duncan,
Sunglass. Shit, no. A knife. A knife is cool.
okay, D,
A super dope swimming
super dope.
contest.
okay. I'm just gonna go with my pinata friend.
Hold on, I gotta look at I gotta look at the Twitch for the pinata. What's the pinata friend look like?
A pinata, pinata,
Just a
like the
non-stick
multicolored
pinata.
horse thing that you'd bash open and get tons of
Okay,
like
well,
sweets from.
you said my pinata
My
friend.
pinata
so
friend.
you just had
So
one.
he's actually going to be an animated pinata. I'd say
Oh,
it's cool.
fucking Viva Pinata type shit? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Player order is decided based on how cool it would be if 100 years from now humankind built a 200-foot statue commemorating the selected thing. Start debating now and why I
Guys.
mean, come on, giant multicolored horse statue.
They already make statue pinatas. They're called pyramids.
What?
What?
What? I'm telling you. Last
I
time
don't think you know what a
I knew-
pyramid is.
Yeah, last time I knew about a
It's a pretty
pyramid.
distinctive shape.
You
Yeah, you don't bash it open and get sweets out there. You might bash it open
But
and
it's
get
got
like.
cool shit inside, like poison and money.
Are you talking about like a sphinx?
Hold on, are you trying to like debate that my 200-foot pinata statue would now not be cool now that you've mentioned that? I feel that you've just made my case even better.
Here, let me help you guys out and just I'll take and say that a 200-foot tall knife is just a fucking weird statue.
Yep.
I'm just well, to be fair, I'm wondering about the poor situations where some poor sod gets pushed into the knife edge. I mean, it's a 200-foot knife edge,
Really
you know.
fucking big knife edge.
What if the knife falls over? You know? It's just like
Very
cuts
uncool.
through half the city. It's just be like, oh god.
Yeah, breaking news: the south side of Los Angeles has just been destroyed by it's just been cut in half. Through there, the one surviving building was the
It's-
butter factory.
It's an anime sword.
I will say the 200-foot knife statue falling over and killing hundreds of people would be very not cool of it.
Mm.
I did something with surfing, so that makes no sense.
Or 200-foot wave. They already have them. They're
Yeah.
called tsunamis. They're not cool.
I can see his 200-foot statue of like a dude like capturing like a dude on a surfboard, like surfing a wave.
Well, it's either that or it's a 200-foot statue of a dude eating shit.
There'd be
at the top
so
of a
much
wave.
material. That statue would take so goddamn long to make.
Guys, have you considered a 200-foot statue of a sun wearing sunglasses?
That's very
Solar
cool.
powered.
Okay, I'm ready to concede that Andrea's could go first if I go second.
Oh, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I can
Fine.
work with that. So is Duncan going last? Because we've discussed the lethality of the 200-foot knife.
Which is more comical than cool. So yeah, last is good.
Okay, there we go. Right.
All right, so we're 50 minutes in.
Oh, good.
That's fine. We're at the end of the first week. We just keep going.
Yeah.
That's fine.
At the rate we're going, we'll get there by the end of the week.
Well, we're
I'm
fine.
just gonna...
We'll just keep going. Like we say, just narrator parts will do. So with the
You
grey
go
head
away from
there,
the
that's the
mic.
narrator.
Okay. You turn... Yeah. You turn...
You turn away from the
What the
wraith
fuck
to find
happened to
Scott
me?
nervously,
You're doing alright.
sniffing the ground and looking around suspiciously.
Apparently, I am out of fucking stroke. Jesus.
You ask him what's up.
For stupid
Push
answers.
back.
He does not get the point.
Isn't it obvious, bro? Man, he is ready. He is ready to chop down some wood, right?
He's a lumberjack and he's okay.
Bones.
Hey, Scott. Only one person here wants your bones if you get what I mean.
Boom, boom.
Hey.
Jumping
Okay, your
phone.
options: a preschool. Nobody ever looks for bones at a preschool. Or forget these bones. You already have a near infinite supply of bones hidden inside of people.
Oh, fuck!
Why would you?
Ooh.
Why are
Why
all of
would
these
you?
creative?
Why would you think Scott of all people would want to know that there are bones in people? He's a
I don't
good
know.
boy.
I thought it would be a bold check, not a creative check.
People are better hiding their bones than I am.
Now you've made him say you're gonna fuck. You're like the anti. You're playing the anti route with Scott.
I'm trying my best.
You picked the one character that has no standards, and you're
Really
still
close.
not meeting them.
I feel like telling Scott that would make things worse.
Let's do
Oh.
All right, here we go. Right, let me just have a look at what I got. Could do with some fun, but that's not happening.
Ow.
I guess we'll go for some more boldness then. You know, just stack it up. Yep, skip class. Yep, yep. Okay, a hair comb. Sweet. Woo! And here we are.
Later, you, Polly, and Damien are practicing batting, which is stealing bats and hiding them in people's lockers.
Ah, well, that's a lovely sport. I want in.
Okay.
Well, you are. But all that well-intentioned fun and games is interrupted by a blinding flash of light.
We're here to save
Oh, it's the
day.
witches. The coven.
Women!
For males.
Oh dear. Right.
Hey,
Anything fun. Oh, alright, Polly, calm down. Now don't go back to hell. Wait. Who the fuck is Rabaroo?
Sounds like a Crash Bandicoot bad villain.
Yeah. Got it. Damn it.
I'm allergic to helping.
Enough of this.
Well, we'll end if you don't. Okay. That's wow.
Okay.
Midterms.
Well, problem is the world ending. You're pretty sure nobody wants that? But you don't really want to help either. Time to impress one of your classmates by forcing the other one to help.
Okay, options. Psst. What's the matter, Damien? Are you scared? Are you a little spicy red baby? Psst. You're welcome, Polly. Or, you know, Polly, saving the world is a great way to get free drugs and alcohol. Yo, Damien, you owe me one.
I mean,
I feel it's supposed to be the bottom one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Do it! So fun!
Yeah. Thank God my 7 fun was enough.
hey, you know what? 7 fun. Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
Always the same with you.
Polly bounces off to commune with the spirits. The coven exchange cautiously optimistic glances.
Yo. Good job cynically manipulating Polly's desires, so I didn't have to go. Yeah.
You aim to please. After a moment, Polly returns.
Rabaroo and the
It's
bomb
the
back palm.
Oh, God. God.
That's great!
Penicillin? Alright.
Huh.
We must save
All right. All we need is some mold.
And so you get, like, the Monster Prom team. Oh, sorry. The coven disappears, leaving you, Polly, and Damien to not give any kind of fucks about the universe, just the way you like it. Get 2 boldness and 1 fun.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and then see if we had the Monster Prom TV show, like every few episodes we cut to the coven and see how they're doing when they're saving the world. And it's hilariously meta, because they actually have their own Netflix spinoff that you can watch.
That's charming then.
Oh god, they do. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking-
Okay. You're looking for
So,
charm?
Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Okay, that day an epic dodgeball match taking place, where the match was the most important humans who run with.
That is an over-enthusiastic skeleton player over there.
Yeah. You're gonna decide to overkill Wink for your teammates. He's totally memorized by the most epic thing ever. Do you know how other people kind of get into jam?
Whoop! Hi, Miranda. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, hi,
Whoa,
Miranda.
you okay there?
Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out.
Went out. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. She didn't.
But okay.
Polo.
The
Supposed to
water
be
polo.
water polo.
Oh, this is like an actual like event story.
I haven't. Okay. Would you be so kind to take the gift of these omelets to begin the healing? I'm told
I love
the
omelets.
Oh, you got to break a few eggs.
presidents consider eggs to be delicate.
Obviously, and
Hey, I
what
love
would
it.
make it even better is the perfect personal touch of
Toppings!
Topping
Caviar, eel, chocolate-covered sand crabs. They'll never forget this was a present from the Mer Princess. Or an elegant stenciled card with your sincerest apologies, a list of all their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs. Wait.
We'll go for blackmail.
And
Hey,
blackmail
you know.
wins.
Very,
I'll just go for blackmail.
it's very charming, you know, very charming.
Oh yes, to show them that I truly make an effort trying to get them the most personal levels.
Okay, you got very loud, by the way. 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
You're peaking.
Adorable glitter stickers. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, surrounding the nudes.
Hell yeah. With a kiss on the cheek. We're in the outlet and waves you on your way. You get
Oh my
questions
god, a
back.
kiss on the cheek.
Oh,
Ooh, whoa.
Alright, where you
Okay,
going,
Duncan.
Alright, time to earn some dollar bills. That's in the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. To the library.
Easy mail.
Yeah, wow, incredible.
Oh, wait, hold on. Are you writing a scam email?
Listen, don't worry about it, okay?
You lost
You're
that karma.
laughing at. No.
You didn't think they all came from zombies?
You see Miranda and Vera chatting away.
I need to be
Verizon
back in 1 sec.
leads.
Okay.
Alright, keep going.
Hey, you.
Ooh, crowd surfs.
This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Uh-huh.
Something. Oh yeah, should we explain in the middle of this that we ended up getting the inevitable email, probably just like every streamer did the same day,
Can we say that?
from Raid Shadow Legends.
Can we say we got that?
Sure.
I'm gonna say we got it. There was nothing against it.
Okay.
Inevitable. It's not in the stream, so, or I should say, it's not like we're doing a stream and denigrating Raid Shadow Legends at this particular time.
I mean,
I like
we
to say,
didn't
I'm just
accept
going
the-
on the fact that
Oh,
everyone.
We
what-
didn't
yeah,
accept the offer, so fuck it. We'll say whatever we want.
Well, I'm saying it's like if we say mean things about them, does that make it so that they'll never come back? Because we said
What?
mean things about them.
We want them to come back?
Work in progress. Okay, Vera's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around at a Leather Daddy convention?
Oh,
Oh god.
Or Miranda has a point. Everyone wants to win. Host an unpaid labour competition where the prize is doing more unpaid labour. I don't feel comfortable saying these options out loud.
Hey, listen, Vera's always right, okay?
No.
Wow.
Whatever she says.
Okay.
if she makes you like kill puppies. Oh
That's
god.
not good.
Miranda, no.
No. Skip. Ding. Free lifetime of submission, dirty talk guaranteed, dress code, commercial. Whoa.
To be fair, no one made you say that part out loud, Ryan.
Yeah, that's true, and that's why I want to get away from it.
Vera, with the help of a confused Miranda, goes to the next Leather Daddy convention in town. Next time you see Vera and Miranda, they seem much, much happier.
Uniforms. Wow.
Excellent.
That has been quite pleasing.
Yay!
Siding with Vera always makes her happy, and to show her appreciation, she gives you +2 money shared, and you gain +1 smart.
Yay!
So smart.
That's your play. Oh.
Oh, something happened too.
Something happened, and
Today. So I'd say we take a break after we do this, because that'll be week 1 done then, won't it?
Weekend time! You're with Miranda, Liam, Higgledy Big, and Blue, and Liam's apart. Duncan was not invited. What a fucking loser.
Well, tonight is game night. Damon and Scott
what
late.
is game night?
Ring!
Hey guys.
Okay. My name is... Olga. Olga. Awooga!
You realise see,
Awooga.
that's just who Owl Bear probably describes that high school writer.
Yeah, rude!
Rude. Yeah, Liam. You don't see it accusing you of being a huge Owl Bear disguised as a high schooler.
I've got to stop drinking every time I even read the words. Games.
Heck yeah!
Playing your version of Risk where you start with a huge underwater empire. It didn't sound funny, it tended to be completely unfunny. Oh, poor Scott. Not. Well, okay. Eurogame. Chess 2.
After 3 hours of learning the rules and an extra hour for proper setup, you start playing. But it isn't long before Olga starts wreaking havoc and destroying everything.
Dear God.
Owl Bear.
My apartment. My beautiful and minimalistically decorated.
She
Wow.
is! You need to save game night! But how will you subdue a wild owl bear? The only logical choice seems to be by beating her at chess too. But she's kind of super good at it.
But what is game night?
Two proficient
Hi, Steph.
gamers to power bear.
Okay,
Oh, fuck.
Higgledy Pig is the best at games. She plays Russian Pictionary once a month, and if she's still alive, that only can mean she always wins. Or Bloob is a legend among board game players. She is one of the 3 survivors of the Monopoly Game Night of '98, which escalated from a technicality on a dice roll to one of our saddest national tragedies, with victims in the 2 digits.
Blue.
Oh,
You join
unlucky.
forces with Bloob, and together you are not very good, actually.
Womp womp.
You're
Actually,
like
doesn't-
really, really bad.
This screws both of you over, right?
Oh, ew.
Here,
Aw. You spend the rest of the night looking for those stupid
you
golden
both
berries.
lose 2
Sending
boldness
them
and
at
fun. Or 1
Oh,
fun.
good.
Aw,
More
God.
more
Let's
stats
trade
away from
places.
Andrea.
Right, so we will do the discussion for trading places, then we will take a break. So,
You guys with baby?
Okay.
hey, what? Everybody chooses a movie. Andrea.
Fucking Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, damn. Duncan.
Wally.
Oh, damn. Double damn. D.
Hot Fuzz.
Oh, triple damn.
Just pick the 3 best movies ever.
Heck.
What are you
Heck.
stuck with?
The original Jurassic Park.
Fair. Fair.
Okay.
Player order is decided based on how bizarre an action figure based on the selected movie
Did
would
these
be.
all have figures?
I think they did.
Okay, I think that's a hard last place for Andrea because I guarantee that there's fucking Spider-Man action figures out there.
So hold on. Alright, I'm just immediately going to do this. Isn't it a bit bizarre to just have a Sergeant Nicholas Angel action figure?
That would be a little bit weird.
Is that Jurassic Park?
No, that's Hot
Hot
Fuzz.
Fuzz.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, fair.
A movie about a rural police force.
Sorry, I've been singing either.
Wow, yeah, I feel like,
I saw Jurassic
man.
Park and I didn't pay attention.
Actually,
to it.
it's Thingy, isn't it? It's the hotel owner with a fucking like 1950s machine gun.
Alright,
Fascist!
I'm gonna say, okay,
Hang.
what a wonderful kind of day. I'm gonna say D, then Duncan, then Ryan, then me.
Agreed.
That sounds fair.
Hunter,
Oh,
Hunter, please.
On
We
Earth.
good?
Right.
Hunter
So
survivors.
while Andrea sorts Hunter
On
out,
Earth.
we are going to go and take a break. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to bring us back on the stream, and there's Steph's like post-break questions and Duncan's answer.
Okay.
And we were on D's turn.
Yep. Magic's meant to be working on charm and money, aren't I?
That's
Those are the most important ones.
yeah.
But working on others also more.
I kind of want to get a bit of fun because it's ridiculously low.
But is it required? That's you.
No, not really, but we'll see.
I'm always a fan of balancing out your stats.
I'm gonna lose because I'm not gonna get the chance to head toward bloody fun.
Just gotta get better arguments.
A 200-foot fucking pinata, and that still didn't win.
You notice her and Madeira at the edge of her grave,
with their arms crossed.
crossed.
You dance over to try to find out what's up.
I'm truly excited about the uproar event, but technical crossfire. Okay.
Color coordination. Painted everyone in the kingdom aquamarine. Wait, wouldn't they just blend in with the water?
Yeah,
Oh my god, they're all invisible.
that's why they're color coded.
Oh, wow, okay. Okay, your choices. Filter everyone through this dangerous magic prism, or color-seeking German shepherds.
Well,
Pardon, fuck?
I want to do the magic prism.
is it even crazy? Oh, he's a smart. That's the.
So smart.
Crafted in your AP Attack fashion class. I need to look around my cat to read it now. You toss in the center of the dance, and it lights up like an extremely deadly disco ball.
Lines according to the color of their outfits.
Yes. Is that hey, we had
The
the same.
person destroys several students because he
Determine
can't
the
turn the
primary
primary.
color of their outfits. But that's what they get for not matching. You get +2 charm and +1 smart.
Wow.
Yay!
Okay, so due to some well, I guess I'll go and steal all the boldness then.
That day I mean, you could go to the store. There's an item that you can, like, there are just stat items you can buy. So you could have just bought the fun item.
Oh yeah, I guess I've done my obligatory box, haven't I? So
you can actually, like, use the store for its purpose.
yeah.
Does everyone have to buy a box? It's just the first person.
Everybody has to get one eventually.
If you end up
Okay.
in the shop, you must buy the box for the first time. What a wall! Alright, okay, cool. Boldness. That's an opinionated wall. Anyway, look at you.
Uh-huh.
You're happily examining the Ah!
Oh.
Kitty.
You're happily examining a shitty a shitty crayon drawing from the store. Thinking about what kind of frame it would enhance it. Childish colours, stupid composition. When's got approaches you?
How have I turned you down and you're still loud?
I'm sorry.
Not
No, it's me.
you.
Oh.
You are half the volume you were.
I have
Please
no
do
idea.
not compensate by getting closer to your mic.
Do you
Oh,
get
there's
closer
no way
to
for a
mic would be
change?
funny.
Yeah, run away from your microphone. Just about face and start sprinting. Until we say so.
Okay, alright. Hold on, why am I speaking to Scott? What's going on?
He's looking at your cool crayon drawing.
Ah. Oh no, it's the event!
Yup. Hey man, you can just fuck it up. If you fuck it up, he'll leave you alone. You patiently explain to Scott that this is a picture of a family, and that those are solar rays, not hair.
Awesome, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
What? No, you tell Scott that the two big stick figures are parents.
Parents? Wow, so that's what parents look.
Oh no.
Shit, this is gonna be sad!
Here's this fucking poor, sad little orphan.
Wait, hold on, they
innocent
sneak into a house.
boy here.
That's fucking
You have
Santa.
this, like,
Whoa! Oh god, it's him.
It's them!
Yeah, it's them.
Okay.
Who is them again, Andrea? Please remind me.
It's the wolf pack. They're Scott's cousins, I think.
Ah.
Mm.
Satan,
Delivered by
Satan claws. Bearded home invader with lobster hands and a cookie fetish. Oh.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
No.
Shoots him.
Well, you know this
Here we
is
have-
it's calling Vera to show empathy quick.
Here's Here's this innocent, poor little orphan boy, and then we got this like, this fucking like hopeless chick, this blue chick, hitting on him and totally whiffing. It's like he doesn't
Okay.
need more pity.
What the hell are my options here? Starting a discussion on the history and development of jazz as a musical art form, or making a silly face? Well, I mean, it is
think he would be more
Scott, right?
It's Scott.
Yep.
Not so far.
Not so
Not
smart.
Bro! How did you fuck that up?
I
Pass.
think he did it on purpose.
Luckily, you keep a portable record player on hand for starting this sort of discussion.
I don't want this event.
Alright, fair enough. You put on your favorite record, My Parents Left and They're Never Coming Back by Johnny No Parents. This is obviously Blues to the chest. What's wrong with you?
Also, it's a really insensitive way to tell Scott his parents deserted him. But yeah, let's focus on the blues thing. But dessert comes after all.
Die.
Oh, bro.
Oh, Scott.
Now I feel kind of. I do
Now
feel
you
kind of
probably
upset
should
on the fact that I've done this. Yeah. I just cry with your eyebrows when you should cry with your entire sweaty body. I'm cold.
No way.
You'd rather forget about this entire episode, to be honest, but instead you just lose to charm and a fun.
Sure.
All right, Prosy,
Where are you
let's
going?
go. Man, I feel like I gotta get smarter.
And
You
go
know,
to
charm is
class.
Yeah.
I
Well,
ha- I have.
I
My
don't know.
woman has standards. All right, like
mean,
I
I don't
gotta
know-
be a very well-rounded person.
Yeah, I don't know if that face is the sign of someone who's gaining intelligence.
Guys,
I'm
guess
meditating.
what? Guess what?
Hmm?
I'm holding a kitty cat.
Yeah.
You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed.
Clarification:
usual.
pissed, as in angry, or pissed, as in drunk.
Pissed isn't angry.
Oh,
Looks like
fuck.
scratch on the back
Picks
of
a
her head is
fight.
actually 2 over 6 fighting. Poison's flying everywhere.
Oh my god,
It's and Bob having another disagreement.
which one's
Yeah.
Hissy and which one's Bob?
Bob is the one on the right, and Hissy is another one.
Oh. Well, hi, Bob. Oh, God.
Okay.
Right, there
could
he
be
is.
painful.
Wow, that was quick. Okay, decapitate them to set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Or, snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire.
Ooh.
The bangs read like a charm answer to me.
That could be a charm. Put them to work to building your
But
evil
granted,
empire.
with all the fucking creativity checks I've failed, what the fuck do I know?
I like the bottom one more,
Like- Man, the bottom one sounds smart,
Mm.
Not so creative.
or possibly money. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'll
Nah,
pick one.
it does feel like smarts, but that definitely feels like charm or
This is like-
creativity.
It's like this is like charm at best, and it could be like creativity at worst, which would not be good for me.
No, bottom option then, really, isn't it?
Mm.
There we go. It's so
Smart.
smart. I was such a smart boy.
I wish I could pass skill checks. I'm checksy. That's supposed to be my thing. It's passing checks.
It's more checks mix.
Where is the reporter? You poisoned the school's water supply like I asked.
No. How am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's Oh wow. Okay.
Man, selling water to the fish kingdom. This is the kind of business strategy I like. It's
You
bold.
think it's easy selling water to mermaids? I see Mom pull out cell phones and start making calls.
What?
You don't know
I'm-
which impresses you more. Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get +2 creativity and +1 smarts.
Wow. Okay. Alright, Andrea, off you go.
So here's the thing. Part of me is like, I need to fix my creativity and charm because they garbo. But like, should I just rip off the box band-aid?
Box, 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 box.
This is gonna end poorly for me. How you doing, Valerie? Hey, box.
Here we go.
Please be something good. Please.
It's the little Satanist kid. Oh my god, all the
I'm
smarts.
so smart!
Negative 1 creativity, but you're very smart.
-2 charm.
-2 charm.
Oh man,
Oh god.
let's trade places.
Okay, everybody
Everyone
chooses an object.
The toy Hunter's beating the shit out of right now.
Okay. Duncan?
A D20.
Oh. D?
A fidget toy.
A trophy.
Fidget toy.
Ow.
Oh, player order is
How
decided based on how unsexy it would be to use the selected object as a... Right, okay, so this is wide trophy.
I think we all failed.
Yeah, it's just get it up there.
I think that's about as unsexy as it's gonna get.
No, I would actually like to propose myself as first. Because
excuse me.
this toy, let's talk about this cat toy.
Well, it's already a toy.
Yeah, but hold on, I'll get a fucking Google picture. I don't know what
Right,
it's
Duncan and D, you might as well also explain why your toys are... Well, why a fidget toy and a D20 would be considered unsexy.
Well, I have no idea what D's fidget toy in particular looks like.
Found it!
So-
I just had fidget toys in general.
Well, I feel like some of them you could probably, make
Yeah.
something work with.
Turned
it,
into a good night.
Yeah.
if you got really desperate.
I'll just put it in the general chat. So the toy
Okay.
looks like that.
Let's have a look. So I'm going to describe this to people. It's a... right, so it's 4, like, rings with balls running around the side of it.
Oh,
And a hole in the middle.
Cat just punches the balls. Except it's not even like a full hole. There's like a little handle on it. So
Oh.
Well, I mean,
That's
it's
pretty
ribbed.
tough. Yeah, but it's also pretty wide.
Yeah, that thing's... The only thing you could do is take the balls out.
Meh.
I think that one might
Balls.
be last place, right below Ryan. Or sorry, the first place, I guess. Would be.
So, yeah,
Boom.
so what?
B
So
and
Andrea
Ryan,
first. Yeah, me second.
and then fucking, and then D. Is that what we're deciding?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm third place because you could do something with the D20.
Why does my hand taste like garlic?
It's noon!
Let's go.
Did you step in garlic?
Oh, thank fuck!
With
I
my
can
hand?
actually do a Damien check without being cock blocked.
Hunter.
Kiss the cook.
Hold on.
You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find out Scott's happily chowing down, whilst Miranda stares horrified at her tray.
Yuck.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty. It's pretty insensitive.
Oof.
Oh god, he's illiterate. Jesus.
Does
What?
he actually,
Yeah.
does he actually know how to read?
It's like, life's pretty tough, being me, but the one thing that keeps me going that day is the fact that I don't have any losers trying to hit on me unsuccessfully.
Oh, yes,
Fucking
Mother.
like Mad World starts playing.
Mad
World.
world.
Really close to his mouth, but
You
you feel like
blur out.
this
All
argument,
around
people are
me
now.
are familiar faces. Oh, the options, sorry. Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain baldropinol and nerdaflavin. Or fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants.
Hell yeah, eat those microplastics, hon.
Delicious. Put them in my mouth.
Air people.
Mm.
Music!
Mm.
As you watch
feel
Scott
like-
chow down on his artificial fish fingers, you decide that both he and Miranda have weird relationships with food. Scott gives you a thumbs up while still munching those fish fingers.
Yeah, right, Damien, get over here.
Damn, Duncan. Stole your woman. You
That's
you
okay.
find
I
Dad
can still go to the store.
money instead of
find-
food, as usual. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table, and also some organs.
What?
Not bad.
A detective swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Farrah's pile.
Well, people throw me to get me to stop punching them.
Damn.
Business contacts? Oh. Oh, goddamn priests.
I need a priest.
Terrorizing people one at a time, there's got to be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. Okay, set the building on fire and charge an exit fee.
That sounds like a euphemism that you would give to someone like it was like just the most unethical businessman of all time.
Yeah. Trick everyone in the cafeteria into having an orgy, then film it. Blackmail in bulk. Well, that's the Vera option. That's the Damien option.
Yep.
Boom. Where did he go?
Where'd he go? Not a question.
I was
Just
just
setting the
setting the
building
building
on
on fire real quick. Did I miss anything?
What about the rest of the plan?
There was a
Like,
plan.
I'm just like setting buildings on fire, man. Why?
Anymore, he means immune to fire, so he continues doing exactly what he does before the fire, beating up people for their money and all.
He just wanted to set the building on fire. He didn't care about the plan.
Sure.
Right, Duncan.
Edric, can I ask you a question?
What's
Is the campaign, the D&D campaign that we never really got very far with, is your Tiefling warrior like at all based on Damien?
No, actually,
Oh, good.
I know it seems believable. No, he's actually based on Zeke from Xenoblade 2.
What's up?
Alright, Duncan.
All
it's
right,
box
kitty.
time. All stats to zero.
What's in the
Box. Come on, I'm doing the best out of all of us. I can't do this
That means
now.
you'll get the coal.
See you later.
Oh, here we go.
That's a retarded amount of money.
You've got the money part
Well,
down.
I hope she likes money.
Where are you going?
Hey, if I'm like 30 points over my money requirement, does that spill over to any of my other stats?
So D,
Oh,
your
what's gonna go-
choices here are
stats.
either buy stats from the wolf pack at this point, isn't it?
Oh, you can
I
buy
was
stuff.
talking to Duncan, but yeah, you can
Oh.
also just get free stats.
Yeah.
Do that
You're
then.
about to take into a delicious bowl of beef jerky when you see the wolf pack across the table, panting at you.
What's up?
That off from that beef jerky.
We love those meats that have been jerked.
While one of them is talking, the others just straight up eat your beef jerky. You hit their noses with a newspaper, but it's too late.
Oh. Okay, you got choices. How about this big black plastic bottle labelled, "Seriously, don't drink it, it's poison." Or, nothing, give me my beef jerky back. Now.
Poison.
Wow. so now D's just gonna get what, an event item that's just a bottle of poison?
Nah, free stat. I
Ah.
guess. You don't give them the chance to change their minds. Reach across the table, snatch, and chug.
Whoa.
On the TV booth that night, you learned that after drinking the elixir, he went on a bit of a rampage. Specifically, you declared the cafeteria's sovereign state and abolished all laws except for party forever.
Party forever!
Your government was soon overthrown by the National Guard, but you've been nominated for the Nobel Prize for partying. You gain +4 fun.
There you go.
Yay!
That's some fun, D.
Hey.
Let's trade
Let's trade
places!
places!
Okay, here we go.
Alright, choose as an occupation.
Andrea!
Fucking... I was gonna say Hatsune Miku, that's not what that is.
That is not an occupation.
Fuck it. J-pop idol, close enough.
I'm a
Okay.
I'm a professional fucking anime girl. I'm a brain surgeon.
D?
Hey. Oh, the word. I can organise a thing for events.
An event planner.
That's the thing.
Bodyguard.
Nice and
Alright.
boring.
Alright, let's go. Player order is
How-
decided based on how likely it would be for Higgly Pig to get a job as the selected occupation at some point.
So, like,
Why
I
me?
fucking lost, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm absolutely not going to be a J-pop idol.
No.
So that's the last place.
Now, I've probably got a bit of bulk, so I feel that the bodyguard thing is probably going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like that's a reasonable line of work. You know,
Yeah.
especially you hit the gym for a few months. You know, you could probably make it work.
So you could probably hit event planner before that.
Well, you already do event planning.
Well, you
With-
kind
doing
of
content.
already like a micro event planner.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, well, how about this then? D first,
So-
me second.
Then Duncan, then me.
It's done.
Yeah, one of them is like, it's like between me and Andrew, it's like one of them was going to take a lot of years and a lot of dedication. The other is just not going to fucking happen.
You
Okay.
shouldn't crush Ryan's brain surgeon dreams like that.
I was gonna say.
Wow.
I was gonna say that there was an anime like Baku Doodle Dolls or whatever it was.
Oh, fun. Okay,
If that
So-
happened.
So, you can't go for fun, because if you go for fun, you'll be heading to the store, which means you'll be buying a box. That being said, you could just get the box out of the way. You're the only one who hasn't.
Oh, okay.
Give me your money.
Give me your money.
So,
There it is.
there's the box.
No refunds.
What's it gonna be?
Very good.
Whoa,
Whoa, okay!
Nice.
D wins.
Well, now you don't even need to, like, think about your stats ever again.
Yeah,
Except for money.
basically don't fail all the events and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's it. You just gotta grind cash for the rest of the game.
I've just
Which
realised I've
balances
just
out.
sent D to the place I need still.
This is literally your own fault.
Yeah, well, all the
Nice.
boldness.
You
All
could
the
get some
boldness.
charm to make up for the fact that you have no fucking charm.
Ah, who needs charm?
I do.
Ah, well, I've left charm open for you then.
You have -2 charm.
Yeah, that's true.
Hang out with two of the baddest asses you know, generally being bad and asses, when suddenly a masked villain bursts in
This
and
is
threatens you.
French.
I've
been
been
wait-
waiting a long time for this confrontation, he says. Following you, haunting you, waiting for the perfect moment. And now prepare to meet your doom and pay for all that you have done to me.
Oh, holy
no.
shit.
I've done so many things wrong to so many people, I have no idea which one you could be.
Wonder no more, says
Do you have any idea how little that narrows things down for me?
and
Rips
rips
his
his
mask
mask off.
off.
That guy! Hey, what?
I have
Fiddle
beef
dee.
with all of you tiny fools. It is I,
I wish...
Univertica Junior.
Univertica
Oh, shit.
Junior!
Oh shit.
It's the coven!
Oh my god.
Oh. You collaborated with your 3 best friends to destroy my father.
To be fair, I didn't. I basically let Damien off the hook and Polly ended up doing work. It's got Vera and Miranda? No.
I mean faith, hope, and joy.
I have no idea who the fuck those people are.
Beauty mortals, they're classmates of yours who formed a coven. They have names.
I like the longer Andrea does this accent, the more like Nordic it gets.
Yeah. You have been doing.
Now
I
it's gone
think for a while
Italian.
I was skirting into Minnesotan, and then I just stopped because I was like, oh no, Minnesotan isn't
You're gonna
threatening.
go. You're gonna
Just
go
a new
Minnesota
accent
nice.
every time the villain says
My
something.
voice keeps changing every time I speak. Help!
There you
oh,
go.
Shit. Oh shit! Hold on, no one say anything. No one do anything.
Univertica, and I am Univertica Junior, and now you will pay. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Hi, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. So what accent you having for that one?
Univertica, and I'm Univertica Junior, and now you will pay. I'm just leaning into the Nordic now. Seems like you've really pissed this bad guy off. Luckily, you watch fiction. You know how this shit goes down. Thinking quickly, you...
Take this opportunity to reveal your real plan. You were only befriending the Coven to betray them. Or recognize the symbol on his armor as that of your father. You and Univertica Junior are siblings.
Hey, don't eat Don't eat me.
Da, da, da.
Don't.
Is one of these boldness?
I don't know. I can look it up, but that's cheating.
No, don't cheat. Ah, fuck it, top one. That was charm.
That's what channel.
Friending the Coven to betray them, eh? Fuck. University.
Did you betray them, eh?
A likely story. That's what they all say. Quick, if you're really not best friends with the Coven, what's their favorite color?
Green. Oh, you.
What? Duh.
Wrong. It was a trick question. Faith's favorite color is green, Joy's favorite color is purple, and Hope's favorite color is blue. They're individuals, people. How hard is that to grasp? Hey, Ryan, you were like, right.
With, yeah, that's a problem.
Jump scare.
Oh.
As far as you recall, you desperately tried to avoid helping him?
Uh-oh.
It begins readying themselves for a magical attack. Univertica Jr. cackles maniacally. You think I'll believe this paltry display? This fight is clearly staged, so I believe Higgledy Pig is not in link with the Coven. Prepare to be attacked. At this point, Univertica Jr. draws his sword and begins attacking you as you dodge spells and hexes from the Coven.
I'm being fucked from all sides here.
Oh, nice.
Lord, you're gonna fucking die.
Polly and Damien, being the great friends they are, cackle hysterically as you attack from all sides, and then bolt.
Fuck
You survive.
you!
Ultimately, when all four of them are distracted by the sound of the ice cream wizard track. Turns out,
Hot goes the weasel.
all sides of adversity will like frozen treats.
Hey, who wouldn't?
You up and embarrassing you in front of your friends and making you lose 2 smarts and 1 boldness.
No, not my extremely high stats of boldness.
Can
Sure.
Univertica Jr. never show up again, please?
Yeah, Pluto. Right, so Duncan,
You gotta really fix some of that charm business. Really gotta work on that charm.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Okay.
You get bang game 1 BFF
Yeah, I have a new
Yeah.
best friend.
off screen.
So,
After a fearsome battle, you find that you, Vera, and Scott are the sole survivors of a bloody and terrible dodgeball match. Man, Scott's also just hanging out with everyone.
Yep.
Hunter, what are you trying to eat? Are you trying to eat a pen? You're trying to eat a battery. That's fine.
Hey, it's Coach.
Coach Tony the Tiger.
He's great.
Losing is like winning, except it's losing. Fucking Scott. Oh my god.
Don't be mean to him!
Yeah, don't be mean to the boy.
That's apparently my job.
Okay, what are your options here? There's no way to win this dodgeball match unless we completely change the rules of dodgeball as we know them. Or, it's time to unleash your sick acting skills. Pretend you've caught a disease to stop the match.
You have 99 money.
Yeah. Let's just we'll just
So, like,
continue
you
on.
just
the-
buy your stats back at the lunch table.
I would like to do that. Yes.
So,
How do I do that?
You
Well-
go to the store at lunch,
yeah.
buy some
Okay.
stats.
Okay.
I feel like you're probably gonna. Actually, what do you think the
Acting
top
skills,
one
is
is,
that-
guys?
Charm or is that
That'll be
creativity?
creativity.
Yeah, I feel there's a creativity check at the top.
Hmm.
At the top, I thought it'd be at the bottom.
There's no way to win this dodgeball.
Hunter, what are you doing?
I'm so smart.
You swiftly flee to the
fair
International
enough.
Ministry of Sports and start a complex legal process. After an absurd whirlwind of legal action and bribery, you finally drastically changed the rules of dodgeball.
Yay! I knew that's what Vera would want.
You go back to high school and new rule set favors your team in incomprehensible ways.
Okay.
Wow. How'd you feel? You've changed the rules of dodgeball.
Right moves that officially end the match way ahead of the other team. We're still combing the hair of their team llama.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I feel like we've entered Dodgeball 2, like the sequel.
Electric
like,
Boogaloo.
kind of like how we were playing Chess 2 earlier. We're now playing Dodgeball 2.
yes.
Yay!
Yay.
Woo!
No, you're just getting old. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's a callback.
Hey, she did the thing.
The ancient sport of teaching. Who knew that subverting the rules of a sport was that easy? We live in a wonderful and twisted world. You end up reverting the rules back to how they were before, but boy was that fun.
Two
Yay.
creativity and one fun.
Speaking of creativity, I'm gonna go fix that.
What the?
What?
Oh, okay. I just don't ever remember anyone going to the auditorium.
Hunter, what are you doing?
There you are, swiping through potential Monster Mash estates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress.
Oh, Jesus.
Can't bear to see
Oh
someone
god.
in so much pain, so you may as well try to use it however you can.
Oh my god, he's a tree.
Yeah. Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that.
The game knows. It knows you.
Mm.
Oh no.
Oh, he's Snow White. Ha. Ha.
Okay, speaks bird.
Yeah, King Scott here.
Oh, poor Scott. It's up to help him rally.
Scott,
Oh.
a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. Or, true royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue?
I think I remember this.
The bottom one sounds like it's charm.
Which
second Charm check, so it's like, ugh.
Bold.
he has that
I
whopping
finally
score of
passed
5
that
gold.
check.
You can do 200. That's double the amount.
Double king.
Double king.
Double King. Welcome to Burger King.
Hi.
What's
Not really sure of the logic foundation, yes, but yeah, sure.
What has to be the day you come to understand Scott's train of thought?
Hell will have frozen over by that point.
Yeah.
Scott's train of thought derailed at the station.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Wait a minute.
Furries.
I
Large talking
I
animal
know,
friends?
it's Scott.
Oh
I'm not
no.
too sure about these circumstances. but
I'm
it's
hanging
better
out
than
with
nothing
these
at
furries.
all.
But
That
it's better
weekend-
than drinking alone.
Me! Something happened to me! Damn it!
Yeah, something
Oh,
happened to
God.
D again.
Again.
You just
Don't worry,
do
it could still happen to you.
You're having
Yeah,
your
but-
evening.
a nice place when you start feeling sleepy. Next thing you know, you're waking up in an abandoned warehouse.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Uh-oh.
Vera. It took you almost 2 hours to recover consciousness. Pretty much. I just want to drug and kidnap you up at 9.
Lady's got a busy schedule.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you have the option to make things easier or harder for Duncan. Oh no, you don't ever want to murder someone out of boredom and contempt. Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
I want someone who plans so we can both fabulously and conquer in our own first ways. Tommy.
Would you describe
What would you
Nurg
describe
as an
Nurg?
ambitious person who has planned an amazing future for himself? Well, he's got his savings sorted. Well, I mean, the options, yeah. Nurg has his entire life planned out in a set of colour-coded manila folders, including all potential scenarios, tons of charts, and even some thoughts on how his lineage can continue his master plan. Or, sure, you know how Nurg works at a burger joint on the weekends? According to his plans, 20 years from now, he might become the manager. Also, he has very serious plans to become platinum in FOF by next year.
So you can either help me out by picking the top one, or fuck me over by picking the bottom one.
I'll help.
Yay! What a guy.
Yeah, because, I mean, at the end of this, it isn't just supposed to be a case of trying to stop everyone else, because you can all succeed and you can all fail.
Yeah, like you could tear someone down if you're competing for the same person.
You're pretty sure they aren't, but sure.
Sure.
I have a green cut folder. That's my plan for dating her.
Because you're green or is it because she's
Yes.
green?
Wow. Well,
Very sure so you need sense of...
But you're sure it'll be good enough for Nurg. You gain +3 charm for your good
you don't
deed.
need more charm.
Hunter, move your little butt. Move
I
your
need
cup-
money.
Sorry, hold on. I gotta handle Kitty Cat first. Give me a second.
Hunter.
I know she said kitty cat, but it sounded like she said cake cat, like he's got a big ass.
I thought she said Kit Kat. Have a
Some
break.
chocolate.
Have a meow.
Oh no. Hunter, no. Mo.
Do 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 be do. Then when we change places,
Oh.
things will happen. And Andrea's back.
How did you know? Everyone choose something bad. Hitler.
Okay, fair enough, Duncan.
Something bad?
Yes.
Systemic oppression.
Well, alright, fair enough. D?
Nuclear warfare.
Oh, good.
We've gone for, like,
Coronavirus.
We've all gone for like the big ones.
The
Maybe I
big
should
bad.
just have just, like fucking. You know, I'm changing my answer. Wet socks.
Wow. Player order is decided based on how interesting it would be if the selected thing was a key component of
I
the supervillain's
win!
plan in a movie. With socks.
I mean,
I win.
I mean, it would be interesting. Like, you can't deny that.
Player order decides by how
I
interesting.
get the
it
feeling
is.
that nuclear warfare and global pandemic aren't that interesting. Or which one's least interesting?
I mean, systemic oppression, right? Like, I mean, that's the greatest evil of all.
But is it more interesting than wet socks?
No, I think we've already established.
Andrea first, Duncan second.
All right.
So between
Nuclear warfare has happened in every film of a supervillain's plan.
Are we?
I mean-
Are we literally just going backwards? Is that what's happening?
Specifically, I mean, are we talking
Yeah.
specifically COVID-19, right? I mean, that's interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
And turn it back.
Okay. We got one more week to go.
Let's go.
Yay.
Let's
See,
go.
once we skipped the instructions, or once we got past the instructions of the game, that was basically the first 20 minutes. To be fair, so Gain 2 charm.
All right, Andrea's back into the positives.
You're
Yay.
practicing your very best monster math when you hear the sounds of an argument. Oh no. Just so strange in these sacred hollow halls of education.
Lol.
JK, can you imagine?
Bro.
Hi.
Hooray!
Oh god.
Oh, that
Right.
continues.
I already forgot.
The bestest, most wonderful king.
You are.
They're
Hunter
furries.
just destroyed fucking something in the bathroom. Okay.
I know they're very furry, Vera. No.
She would
There
know.
are many kinks in my plan.
God damn it, Scott. Do not stop me and you. Well, hi, Miranda.
It's my 2 favorite idiots. Alright, everyone, team huddle.
All right.
Only okay.
Rip hug!
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Cups and knife on fire. You know, the use.
Hmm. The butter knife shuriken.
Must be a better, kinder way to rule, right? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are the sort of things I've definitely not done. And amazing drawings of me, which are very generous in their proportions.
Okay, so normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but what if you pay taxes to them? Or flag time! You can't rule the kingdom with no flag. Without a flag, it'd be just a bunch of flagless people.
We need to be careful talking about flags. We're talking about furries. Stuff. See, that's the interesting thing about furries, you know? It's just like, when you're like the casual normie looking in from the outside, you're thinking, oh, furries, it's all like Lola Bunny and Crystal from Star Fox, you know? It's like,
No.
what you don't realize is that it's like most furries are gay dudes. So there's just a whole lot of cock in the furry community. It's just dicks as far as the eye can see. Scott would be a messiah amongst the furries.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I feel like the bottom would want to make use of my cripplingly low creativity stat.
Oh, fuck.
Let's talk about taxes!
So
Oh
wealthy.
my-
Well, yeah, I mean, money versus creativity was gonna be a...
You and Scott
Scott
combined.
combine your wealth to prepare the taxes because you have to pay those furries too for some reason. Scott leaves all excited with some of your money. As your elders would always say, any problem can be solved by giving money to strangers. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems happy. Hi! Yay!
Oh,
Next to the global economy in one of our future adventures. Hell yeah!
There you go.
This is great. You only hope that hanging around with Scott doesn't always involve giving out money for free, which has downsides you might explain to him later. For now, you get +2 fun and
sure.
+1 smarts.
okay,
Speaking of money-
Duncan.
Duncan, you want to buy some stats?
I would love to buy some stats. Alright,
The
store.
auditorium.
Hey, stranger.
Alright.
Right.
So,
How does one buy stats?
so that is charm, I think. That is bold, I think.
Not just a bag of regular cocaine.
That is unending, I think.
Mm-mm.
That's creativity. Dodoy.
Smart.
That is. I don't know what that is. Oh, that gives you more heart, which I might actually buy if I can. We've been over the tampon. That's
Gross.
smart, and I believe the Ray-Bans are fun.
Cool.
And what have we got? A penguin
What
mask?
do you want? That's another event item.
Ah, right, okay.
Okay.
That's something else.
Oh,
Effectively an
man.
Easter egg, that, isn't it?
Okay, man.
Right?
Charm is kind of important, I think. Because I'm a little bit lacking.
How to sexy 7.
Later, Gator.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All right, boys.
Let's do it. Oh my god, can I actually go for and get some fun?
Yay!
Oh, hello. Juan, the magical small Latino cat. Oh no, not Juan. Juan is the bartender in the second game.
He is. He gets to exist all over the place.
Yeah, too fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Joke's on you, grandkids.
Later, you see Damien packing a bag.
Oh,
Brian's like,
okay.
we don't do that here.
I'm going away for the weekend.
Detention again. Odd Selkie piss on who opened it. Didn't even setting anything on fire. Yeah, well, I mean, if that's the bar.
Spill the tea.
Standing beyond fucking ditching. Okay, do it. Do it. Just fucking ditch. Do it. Or cross-species, economic and social barriers to make a lifelong friends with a diverse group of students in detention and find out through silly dancing that you're not so different after all. So the plot to The Breakfast Club.
Practically.
Yes,
That top one sounds like a very Damien thing.
it does.
Bless
It
you.
sounds also like a check.
Yeah, why not? If I skip detention, what are they going to do? Give me detention? Don't jerk off into the potions.
You get super detention.
Well, you may have created a monster, but at least he's your monster. Get 2 smart, someone bold.
Yay!
Yay!
D!
You know, someone between you, the two of you, one of you is going to have some smarts.
That's got to be money in it. So,
Oh, online poker. Okay.
this
Poker face.
gambling seems to be a stupid thing, you see.
God, your stats are actually insane.
Yeah.
If your person likes you at all, you're in there.
Oh, well, me.
Alas and alackaday.
Miranda throwing a hissy fit? Must be Tuesday. Still, what else? I thought it was.
Actually, it's Friday.
What else are
Yeah.
you gonna do? Study? Heh.
But just simply enjoying the most horrible injustice ever. Can't believe the cruelty of what happened at my own school. Miss Loch Ness Monster
Mrs. the Loch Ness Monster.
told me that Ari's having a B+ in her class.
Well, clearly not.
Why do you even have fingernails? You're a fish.
I was gonna say she has teeth and fish don't have teeth. That's not true.
Oh, the tragedy of this one.
Lots of fish have teeth.
Bye, break.
I just want to know now, I do not ever want to see the character of Principal Giant Spider.
It's just a stock photo of a spider with a suit shittily photoshopped onto him.
Stick a web
Here are
of...
your options. Yeah, stick a web of files outside the principal's office when he
Flies.
goes out to eat.
Like a
Oh,
web of flies.
Flies. Sorry, files, flies. Ordering of words. When he goes out to eat, we sneak into cheat. Or burst into tears. Spiders hate tears.
Ooh.
I mean, you still technically have to find the correct answer here. It's just,
I'd just cry.
worth.
Oh shit.
Smirk.
Do.
Indeed they don't, or are too terrified to object, and they create a sticky, gooey web. Principal Giant Spider is stop and go to gorge on dung beetles, and that still smell of shit, which is apparently a thing spiders like.
Ugh.
You and Miranda sneak into his office and, using the skills you learned in Cyber Terrorism 101,
Uh,
hack into the file in no time.
I have an A+. Huh. No reason.
That seems to be on the level. Definitely don't ask any follow-up questions. You got +3 something or other. I couldn't
Charm.
see
It was more charm.
I got more charm.
Trade places.
Player order
Oh,
is
wait.
decided based on how shitty it would be for your country if you were the president.
Okay, so hear me out, right? I'm very stupid. I don't understand the economy or politics. I'm a yes man with no real opinion of my own.
Is it a humble brag if I volunteer to go last? It's
Right.
like I got the business diploma.
Yeah, I feel Duncan would be
no,
capable, which is grounds for
I
last
would-
place here, isn't it?
I'd be competent.
I'm in a decisive thingy. I don't make the. I won't really make
I feel like
decisions
this is-
anyway.
I feel like this is between Andrea and D. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Alright,
confident.
alright.
Yeah.
Let me throw out my ultimate point. I'm still technically a teenager.
Okay, let me put out a counter argument. D's dyslexic,
And autistic.
so that would be a bit of a handicap in terms of like fulfilling the seat of the office.
Oh no, D, you filled out the paperwork that said that we were going to launch a nuclear attack rather than saying that there was no clear attack.
Yep.
All right.
I'm not proud of that one, I'm sorry, I'm going to count that D.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
D, Andrea, Ryan, me.
Yeah. Okay, it's noon. It's our
like,
last
okay.
trip to the table.
I feel like I have to take last place because I'm just so smart and competent that I could totally run a country.
Okay, shut up.
Darn.
I'm gonna walk into your room and kill you.
I'm making fun of myself. This is
I
like
know.
No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table, a haunting melody fills the air.
It's
Melody of
northern peaks of cloying sweetness.
Oh, it's Nordic!
Supple fine
Nordic
teat,
VPN.
song of...
the ice cream wizard.
He's
Do
back!
do do
got
do 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 do.
Ugh.
Up goes
Do
the
I speak
weasel.
for Talco Pop the Weasel over there?
No, we use green sleeves, so...
So,
What do we
okay.
do here? Do our ice cream trucks use like royalty-free music, or is there just an ice cream truck song? You see an old dude in a floppy
have
blue
no
hat
idea.
pushing a refrigerated cart with "this shit magic" painted on the side.
This shit magic, yo.
Magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate
Wow.
boomstick. Fear of death,
No,
frozen cobra, berserker berry blitz.
Cream.
What? Why does Miranda choosing stuff turn her into a frog?
Frog Prince?
Uh,
If only
Well-
someone suggests a solution for this truly the most difficult problem I've ever played.
try those sugar-based print slips, or beat him up and take all his ice cream. Well,
How
that was the
boorish!
Damien option.
Well, that was clearly the Damien option.
Oops.
Oh, I'm never not looking for a reason.
You bring it, you thief!
It's like you have so many stats. Don't throw it away at the end now.
Yeah.
Mm.
To celebrate the ice cream heist, Damien takes you to the beach and doesn't even try to drown you.
Wow.
Let's go!
Oh, that romance has
Hey
sailed.
Scott, how you doing? As you approach your chosen table, you see Liam carefully framing his artfully arranged jelly dessert for a transcendent food. One.
Food pick.
You say pick. Food. Pick. Pick.
Stop.
2, 4 picks.
Who do we appreciate? Food picks. Food picks. Go. Ceases
Jesus.
incessant chatting this instant.
Oh.
Wow.
For like 20 minutes now, you gotta snap the pic so you can eat your tasty food.
I mean, I'll say this. Scott is stubborn. 20 minutes, man.
Oh, bro.
Well,
Cheer party, take me to the next level.
here's Bloob.
It's too late. Scott's already chosen you as his cheer partner. That's up to you what the two of you will do.
We've got to pick Liam up and toss him in the air. It's the only way to really amp him up. Or Liam's food picks are art, so we've got to use art to cheer him on. The quiet art of mime.
Oh.
I just imagine him going right through the ceiling. He just ends up in some other like classroom.
Always being sarcastic. He loves it. Liam eventually gets Scott to put him down by saying he loves being thrown in the air. Scott still somehow believes he did the right thing and gives you the most intimate fist bump.
Intimate. Right, okay, I've got
Fist bump.
5 money, let's go.
Fist bump.
You buy some stat.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Well, I'm too poor for a lot of this.
You want some fun?
I want some fun. Will it be the glasses?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Later, Gator.
And by
Woo!
glasses, I meant the used tampon.
No, never.
Sure.
Alright, Duncan, off you go.
Go hit on that snake. Take
Hello,
your seat,
snack.
man. If you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Bear and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you.
Oh no, not good.
And you do know, and you do know better, and you know that yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Oh, my 2 wives, but one of them is slightly more wife than the other.
Nothing personal, nude. Wow.
Yeah, it's called a sim. Alright. Exactly.
What happens if he runs out of money?
He needs to be. He needs an extremely lucrative job.
Get a loan off Nerg. 94 of the fucking thing. A little less boring when you want as much acid as I am right now. Oh yeah, Polly is very into drugs.
Yeah.
They don't really affect her because she's dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna love Monster Road Trip. The fact of just ending up on a road trip with Polly and Scott.
All we need to do is get this guy a Twitch stream.
Boom, boom, boom. Totally insane! They're giving away his money and getting into hijinks. Oh, right, he's Mr. Beast. He already has a Twitch stream. Hold on, so this is basically Mr. Beast if he had no money.
Seems like the ladies are on a very exciting Hey!
Alright, I wasn't making sense.
Options. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave, or tell him to marry a llama.
So a pyramid scheme of Mario Llama.
So I'd say the bottom option is something that wouldn't be amiss in The Sims.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel one day we could just really just do a Sims stream where we just sit there and just like a TV show, just narrate, or like a reality TV show, just narrate The Sims doing their own thing.
Like a low budget machinima.
Yeah. Hey, look, if us Immaterial Gamers here, if we know anything, it's how to be low budget. What? Oh, an idea actually slapped her on the arse. That's... Anyway. Okay. So we've got one last turn order debate, haven't we?
Yeah. Maybe 2.
Perfect.
Oh, I know you have one. Never mind. I'm stupid.
We've created a simp pyramid.
Profit with you? Holy shit! Bear sharing her cash there like that is like third base for her. Awesome.
Yay.
Let's trade places for the final time. Everybody chooses a celebrity.
Yes.
Andrea, go.
I'll go first.
Hmm?
I said someone else go first.
Duncan.
Chad Kroger, the lead singer of Nickelback.
Yes. Okay. D.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, okay.
It's
Idris
Star-Lord,
Elba.
isn't it? That is Star-Lord, isn't it?
Yes.
Does it have to be a real celebrity? Because I'm
It-
drawing a blank on real celebrities.
Yes.
It kind of has to be a real celebrity.
Robbie Damon.
Say The Weeknd, I don't know.
At first.
Fucking Jesse Eisenberg.
Okay, fair enough. Player order is decided based on how likely it would be for the
Oh my
selected
God!
celebrity to lead a group during a zombie apocalypse. Andrea wins, because Jesse
Of course.
Eisenberg has already been in a fucking film where he leads a group during a zombie apocalypse.
Hell yeah! And I was like a hair off from saying Michael Cera, and I'm so glad I changed my mind.
And I'm sorry, I feel I am taking second with Idris Elba. Come on.
I don't know what that means.
He's Heimdall from fucking
I'm down.
Thor. He's also Luthor from the TV show Luthor. He was also the
Okay.
commander in Pacific Rim, which in effect is already an apocalypse. It's just an apocalypse with kaiju, not...
Which are way more dangerous than zombies.
Yeah. So I'd say he's almost more than qualified for second place.
Alright, then who's going last?
So between Chad Kroger and
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
So Star-Lord
The
versus...
zombies would be coming at him, right? And he'll distract, and Chad Kroger will distract him by like, being like, "Look at this photograph," and then be like,
And the zombies
"Whoa,
laugh.
photograph," and then just hit him with a stick.
Whereas, you
That's
know,
that's my whole bit. I've made my pitch.
Actually, it reminds me of something that I saw on Twitter. Because I was about to say Chris Pratt knows how to deal with dinosaurs, but someone did a post. It was just a comparison shot, pictures of, it's like, oh, the CGI in Jurassic World is fucking awesome, and the first bit showed Chris Pratt trying to stroke a dinosaur on the head, and then the second image showed the dinosaur trying to take a stroke from a tennis ball. Yes, the suggestion is that Chris Pratt is the CGI, not the dinosaur.
also,
Between you and D, who's going last?
You're probably last. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I don't know if Chad Kroger's up to the task.
Well, to be fair, he asks for a hero to save us, so...
Okay, so
remind me of what I really am.
So, Andrea first, me second, D third, Duncan fourth. And it's locked for the final
That's a
day.
lot.
Hope no one wanted to buy more stats.
Well, no, because she's not here.
I wanted to buy stats.
Oh, no. 10 righteousness?
Hell yeah. After that, it's time for the most important part of school. Visiting Scott's Kingdom of Furry Animals.
Oh,
As
we're wrapping
promised.
this up, are we?
When you get to the forest, you find that most of the trees have been decorated with beautiful, intricately drawn pictures of an even more muscular-than-life Scott, having various kinds of sex with various different giant furry animals.
Wow.
oh, Scott's Kingdom. On that trail of thought.
Oh, Jesus.
It's at that point when the sweet little furry forest creature's giant head falls off, revealing a very startled-looking mummy. I recalled it. A bunch of kinky furry people doing furry shit in the woods. Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
Scott. Was my
Oh,
panda
no.
friend never a real panda at all?
Scott will not be losing his pure joy and innocence over some furry shitty costuming skills.
Yeah.
Not on your one. Not today. You think quickly.
Okay. You know how deer shed their antlers and then they grow back? Talking furry forest creatures shed their heads. Or, Scott! That panda must have been a cursed prince, and now you've turned him back into a person.
I'm gonna go science you, man.
Boom!
You're smart enough to convince silly old Scott of a
fair-
white lie.
To be fair, one would wonder what the minimum amount of smarts required to convince Scott.
6?
I just realized his left shorts leg doesn't wrap around his leg, and that's really bothersome.
So hold on, if we could just breathe
You
this
see
on
it,
and
right?
out of the mouse. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Wait, what's the problem?
On
The-
on the on Scott's left leg, the left side of his shorts don't wrap around.
Yeah, but you
no,
can
wait,
see
hold
that
on.
there's
That
a
being
part
said,
on both sides.
yeah,
What?
there's a cut if you look at his right leg.
There's a slit on both sides. Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever
okay.
it is.
Never mind. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's consistent. It's
It is
on
consistent.
model.
I'm just stupid.
There.
I mean, I have lots of biology books to forge, so this seems more plausible, but it definitely isn't the craziest plan you've ever had.
Oh, good. We've succeeded in your royal advising.
Feel royally appreciated by the handsomest, unwitting king of fetishes, you know.
Let's do this.
Oof.
Okay, right.
How hard
Well,
are you guys up to?
one final set of fun. Oh God, one the small magical Latino cat still keeps going. He explains to you that these worried people are so used to calling him that they define him only by size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. Okay. It's just that there are 23 different other ones in this world. Wow, okay.
Prom prequel Monster Middle School. When are we gonna play Monster Middle School? I wanna have
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
imagine these little gremlins at 12 years old.
Yeah, beautiful glitch. When is Monster Middle School?
It'll obviously have to be a lot more wholesome because, you know,
Yeah.
half the jokes that we make in here are not okay.
Oh, wait, you see Damien beating the piss out of a goblin, like he always does when he's depressed. You go over and ask him what's up. But also, it's like Monster Middle School. All these little brats are, you know, middle school age, so they're all visibly younger, except for Liam, who's been 300 for 300 years.
Oh
Wait,
God.
you get
Right.
it?
Maybe going all Tiny Toons with Monster Prom is not a good idea. I'm supposed to rebel against authority when I am the authority.
Holly's actually alive.
Oh no. He continues to beat the piss out of the goblin, but his heart clearly isn't in it. Actually, I think there's an ending that's like about how Polly died, and it's like one of the endings where everything's played entirely straight.
Oh God. That'd be weird.
But
Okay,
hey, let's talk about Damien and his issues with authority.
you're forgetting about the ultimate way to fight authority. Total war. Or kings have harems, and I'd definitely join yours.
Well, that one reads like a charm answer to me, buddy.
Yeah, so, I mean, the only option is the top one, right?
Yeah. Well, Total War is probably going to be a bold one.
Yeah,
I had to put my money on it.
I would argue that the top one is the only option you get with Damien. This
Yeah.
joke worked better in my head.
Diplomancy, Duplomonkey, diplomacy. Am I saying it right? Diplomacy. Whatever. I'll have it taken out of the dictionary when I'm king. Suck on that, Webster.
Yeah, you
It's
fuck.
so exciting he even stopped strangling that goblin. Sends you a massage coupon as a thank you. You get +2 smarts, +1 bold.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay.
Dollar bill here.
Super bonito, bros! Man, those
Wow.
backers gave you a
Nito
lot of
Mussolini.
fucking money.
Hey, look, I love the way of backing it. Back that
Card
shit.
kicker.
You gain plus a million
Two
money.
money.
Goes back to covering costs. Oh?
Hi, Miranda.
I hope
Okay.
someone can share my joy.
He's going to end this whole thing with 2 digits.
Oh, my great aunt, Sea Monster Unholy Terror McCracken Face of Cthulhu.
Just received an award for her work with shipwrecks.
She's one of our leading causes. I want to send her my congratulations, but I have no phone. Postal service will go near that layer of their lives. Anyone so brave hero volunteered to deliver this important thing in a time-sensitive manner.
No, D, don't do it.
Why is the letter of congratulations so time-sensitive, you ask? Well, it's because of all you see it.
She doesn't know, does she?
Nope.
There's something fishy about this request, but you've never let that stop you before. You come up with a foolproof plan.
Okay. Hire Scuba, the underwater taxi service, to deliver the letter for you. Or dynamite the toilet, dive into the sewer, and swim there yourself.
can do
I mean,
it,
to
man.
be fair, you can't really fuck this up.
I feel like the bottom one is definitely a bold check, and that's your worst stat, other
Second.
than money. So
Oh,
With just a touch of a button, you're able to call a
Oh.
scuba diver to your school.
oh no, I wasn't thinking about money. Oh god, I've
Specific instructions.
doomed you.
Oh god, please say that. Blech.
you see, scuba driver turned up drowned in my kingdom, and now an Al Jazeera fish article. An Al Jazeera fish.
Thanks for framing my father for murder. And caught you later, pass you an index card of the frowny face.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh god, right. Duncan, send us home, mate.
Country roads. Hey,
To the place.
I belong.
Mountain.
Mountain mama.
Gotta
Spells
look
game
smart.
plus 2 smarts. Wow.
You turn around to find Varys staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason it's not a death stare this time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you.
Oh my god.
You decide to do what you do best. Push your luck.
I'm a dating simulator protagonist. All I do is push my luck.
Yeah, well, yeah.
True. Oh.
Do.
No!
Or attractive.
No! Okay.
You're not half bad. Meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15, or the vultures will eat twice today. Oh,
Oh
God.
dear.
Are you sure you still want to go out on it?
Right?
She asked me on a date and threatened me at the same time. Double win!
This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now.
July. We'll
Come on,
just
this-
stick with July.
Just a one-time
Julie.
thing. You wrap up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over.
Okay. A magic mirror that will always tell her how fabulous she looks, or the head of her greatest enemy.
And I think that second one might be a bold check there, buddy.
Which will be bad for you, my friend.
Yes. So wealthy. Apparently it was an expensive mirror. Whatever.
Hop on over to
Wait,
you.
hold on. You've provided her a fucking mirror. A mirror?
Oh no!
Producer.
The Gorgon?
The flatterizer.
Oh wait. I feel like that might be related to if you fail the check, there might be something bad happening to that.
Not only does this thing pay compliments, it also GPS locates prettier people so you can have them kidnapped / executed at your convenience.
Oh, so she can kidnap me again.
Perfect. Hey, that's what she does during her kidnapping, her weekendly kidnappings.
You present it to her at dinner with a dramatic flourish. Her eyes, and the eyes of all her snakes, light up.
Yeah, they look pretty lit up to me.
Oh, you
Hello,
shouldn't have.
Snake.
No, really, you shouldn't have. Okay, that actually went better than I thought it was going to be.
He's technically right about that, but luckily she can afford good lawyers for both of you. Gain 2 charm and 1 bold.
Hey, you know what?
Yay.
-1 bold.
It's
The monster
time. It
prom
only took
draws
us
near.
3 hours.
Hey, 2.5.
2.5
fine.
hours.
Scott!
Howdy.
Scott, I love you. We had
I
a
know.
rough start.
It's like, I know my stats are terrible, but please don't hate me.
Damien, let's do this.
Honestly, I feel
Capable
I
of
feel like you're pretty much in there with Damien. I really don't see how this could possibly go wrong.
I'm going to choose her out.
Yes, you are.
I'm curious to see
honest-
what happens here.
To be honest, you probably could have chose anyone, but you know.
Hi.
Well, no,
And
because
here we
none of
go.
them love them.
Ah, true. Right, here we go.
Who's going first?
We start
oh, no,
with Hero.
That's fine. You finally
We
fucked
need
up.
a hero.
To go to the monster prom with you. Oh no.
Oh. Or poverty. Oh no.
I reckon
Oh god, this was my fault. I did this.
Fighter.
Okay,
so you
Lisa.
won.
you chose Damien once.
It's true. You did have that one problem.
Bear in your own hands, since that seemed like your last chance at finding love. Yay!
Yo, me.
Sure.
Duncan.
All right, Vera.
Your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Oh shit.
No.
Oh,
No. I worked so hard for
worked
you.
hard enough. You couldn't get a date for monster prom. Actually, you
I
couldn't get a
tried.
You,
Oh god.
You did try. Never mind.
for the
Is
rest
that
of your
Hissy?
life.
Is that Hissy making fun of me?
I think that might be Bob.
No, I think Bob's the one blankly staring in the very back.
Ah, right.
Some nights alone in your bed, you wish sadness was an STD, because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of it.
Let's do this!
Jesus! Ryan, take us home. You pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Prom? Brandon stuff and commit murder might be badass.
Fucking
Nothing is as bad as following your heart and believing on a Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's make this.
Fucking yes!
That night was
Finally!
crazy intense.
It's-
4 fucking times!
He did it! He finally got an 8. It's
And I
the
should probably
dream
carry
couple.
on the.
At one point,
Fire
the
chicken,
country was
Satan
criticized
son.
for Damien is always getting into fistfights. For which Damien punched him, starting yet another fistfight. You joined in and fought with him back to back. It was a super sexy choreographed fight, and you even exchanged trusting glances while watching over each other's backs. And the only time that night that took care of Damien's rear. Wink!
Wink.
Let's go.
And now
Hey,
Andrea.
man, how you doing? Oh,
Just got an achievement that said that was unexpected.
Oh.
that would be the achievement for a secret ending.
I should check. I mean. Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, we're all failures. All except for Ryan.
Wait, so hold on, this basically says by you successfully helping him with the Fairy Kingdom, you've stopped yourself from getting with Scott.
You swear you saw a manly tear running down his cheek. It's okay. You started all this to seduce Scott, but now you put more value on his happiness, and on his pursuit of a career as a king of a totally fake kingdom. You stay by his side, as his best curry concierge that has
Concierge.
never existed.
Absolutely.
The relationship
relation-
with Scott strengthens, and in the end, his kingdom sees that.
Scott.
Scott thought his kingdom and love were incompatible, yet it seems to be quite the opposite. Scott's subjects started drawing lots of suggestive art pieces depicting the two of you.
Wow, yeah.
Furry's dream.
Chasing the explicit art made you rethink the nature of your relationship, and ended up being closer to all that not safe for work art.
So,
I
yeah,
did
So wait,
it.
did you win?
One game.
you got a secret ending!
You won the long play.
And there was another achievement there, Tiger Millionaire.
Oh, I think that was for someone getting $99 at the
Yo.
course.
Thanks, Duncan. I love that. Bloob, best at actually learning something in school. Damien, best
Goddamn.
at giving fierce makeovers.
I was doing so well, and then I bought that stupid fucking box.
Stupid fucking box wins all the time. That's the
I actually
winner.
had a good box.
Maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living on our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know
Well-
what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her.
Oh, that's different. Scott became an athlete not so long ago. He won a prestigious national
shit.
award for being the best at doing sports. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. What the hell? Okay.
You just,
We all
you
get our own
lived your
ending
life.
piece.
Hooray!
Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job handpicking the best serfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. For those 3 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Done!
And then music happens.
Yeah, that music happened.
Songs, they changed it with DLC. It's the worst part of the DLC.
Well, unlock new images in the gallery. Yay! Oh no, hold on, this was Monster Prom second term.
I guarantee you it was not.
Well,
The lack of at least 2 dateable NPCs tells me that for free.
yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna quickly click play here, just to. Maybe we needed to play it once because it was on mine or something. I don't know. Maybe we needed to play one term to play a second term.
Well, that
That's
is
that's
a
the thing.
game.
Yeah,
I fucking love this game,
Stream.
dude.
yeah, that was definitely a stream.
I got 5 achievements out of it.
So it was all good. Right, well, there we go. We've fulfilled our need to play Monster Prom. So yeah, Monster Road Trip. When you coming out? We are so ready to want to play that.
Monster Road, take me home.
We'll actually have to work as a team, kind of. That's how that one works. Right, well, I guess we're going to wrap up the stream then. So, thank you for coming in and having a look. I'm going to assume you came in and had a look. I know Steph came in and had a look, so that kind of works. Follow us,
Unlocked.
do all that stuff, and then I'll be back in the morning for the adventures of Not a What Him a Jim. Will always continue in Final Fantasy XIV, provided I remember the password to the account and don't lock myself out like I did this evening. Don't worry about it. And then back again Sunday, maybe, depending on whether I sat there and watched WWE Money in the Bank live or not. So yeah, that's the thing. Right, so from Duncan, Andrea, and Dee, we will catch you tomorrow. So have a good night. We'll see you later. Bye.
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 Bye.